If NFL teams are interested in a closer look at the surprising duo of the Combine, they're definitely checking out Arizona's Dalton Johnson and Treydan Stukes a little deeper. These two made up one of the most athletic secondaries in the country, and they both used Indy to prove that Tucson is producing some absolute freaks. Let's start with Treydan Stukes. He caught everyone off guard by clocking a blazing 4.33-second 40-yard dash, the third fastest of the entire safety group. The plus for Stukes is that he's extremely versatile. He's got over a dozen starts on the outside and over 20 in the slot. The negative talk is about his lack of interceptions, despite being around the ball constantly. But with that recovery speed and a 10-foot-10 broad jump, which tied for the best at the position, his stock is officially through the roof. Then you have his teammate, Dalton Johnson. He's the grinder who led the Wildcats in tackles for 2 straight seasons, but he proved he's got the juice too. He clocked a lightning 4.41 in the 40 and posted a 36-inch vertical at 5'11", 192 pounds. The good is that he's a first-team All-Big 12 hammer who plays bigger than his frame. The bad note is whether that size holds up against NFL-level tight ends in the box. But after those testing numbers, these two Wildcats are major stock-up players. While they held down the desert, this next prospect is a massive hybrid who lives to make plays near the line of scrimmage. Jalon Kilgore out of South Carolina is that big nickel or hybrid safety teams are obsessed with right now. He's built like a tank at 210 pounds, and he spent over 1,300 snaps in the slot for the Gamecocks. The good is the verified athleticism. He posted an official 4.40-second 40 and a 10-foot-10 broad jump, which is tied for the best in the class. He's a plus run defender who lands heavy blows, and that versatility to play the star role is going to get him drafted high. The bad note for Kilgore is his coverage fluidity when he's asked to mirror shiftier receivers deep. He can get a bit grabby when he loses a step. He's a day 2 lock, but for a team that needs a Swiss Army knife to erase tight ends, he's a dream. While Kilgore brings the muscle in the slot, this next Big 12 standout is a massive hybrid who just confirmed he's got the long speed to match his length. Payne out of Kansas State is someone we've been keeping an eye on, but he really made a statement this weekend. He's got that prototype frame you look for at 6'3", 206 pounds, and he moves like a much smaller man. The dude is the official 4.40-second 40 and a massive 33 3/4-inch arm length. That's elite length for the position. He looked smooth in his transitions and posted a 10-foot-7 broad jump, which shows he's got the explosive lower half to close gaps in a hurry. The bad note on Payne is his tackling consistency. He had over 200 career tackles, but he can be a bit of a lunger. He's likely a mid to late day 3 guy, but after that workout, he's going to have a lot of teams going back to the tape. While Payne is winning with length, this next Big 12 standout used pure speed to force his way into the conversation. Spears-Jennings out of Oklahoma is a guy who absolutely lit up the track. At 6'2" and 205 pounds, he clocked a blistering 4.32 in the 40-yard dash, which was the second fastest for the entire position. The good is that home run speed paired with a 35-inch vertical. He's a downhill thumper who hits like a linebacker but runs like a corner. The bad, or the concern for scouts, is his anticipation. Sometimes he plays so fast that he over-pursues his angles, leading to red zone coverage busts. He's the definition of a traits-based riser, someone who might be a special teams ace day 1 while he polishes his feel for the game. While RSJ is a raw speedster, this next guy has a legacy to maintain, and he did not disappoint. The absolute story of the safety group has to be Lorenzo Styles Jr. We watched his brother Sonny break records on Thursday, and Lorenzo clearly wasn't going to be outdone. He clocked a blazing 4.27-second 40-yard dash, which is the fastest time we've seen from a safety at the Combine since at least 2003. The plus here is obvious. He's a converted wide receiver with elite ball skills and a 39-inch vertical pop. The bad note is that he's still learning the nuances of the position. He can be a bit stiff in his transitions when he's asked to backpedal for long periods, which suggests he might be a better fit as a robber or nickel. But with 4.27 speed and that frame, he just confirmed his status as a high-end draft target. At the end of the day, these testing numbers are the ultimate floor raisers, but we know the draft is a different animal. This weekend 100% confirmed who the athletes are, but the landing spot is still the X factor that decides if these guys become scheme-changing starters or just depth pieces on special teams. We've got the traits on the board. Now we just wait to see which front office is smart enough to pull the trigger.
What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you. Stukes.
Spider-Man does it again.
Let's go!